album come. I mean, the project coming, but I didn't want to put it out until it was ready, and then also like I've been working on my project for 2 years,
Hmm.
so where I'm at right now is not where I was 2 years ago.
Right.
So right now I got over 81 songs.
Okay. For this
Damn.
project, or it's just like in
No,
total?
just in total.
Okay.
I
You've
got
been working.
Yeah. I just listen. I have an addiction. Like I write a song every day.
That's not a bad thing.
It's not, but like then I'm like shit, like I want this to go in there. So like right now I got 81 songs, but like half of them are not finished.
Hmm.
So I think about yeah, because I say right now, and I'm just gonna guess maybe 25 is mastered.
Okay.
So I just got to get the rest of the stuff like finished and stuff, and then I'm gonna pick which ones I want to go on the project. I think I want to do about 10 songs
Hmm.
because people attention spans is
Not that
Child.
long.
like like,
Damn near
Not long at all.
non-existent.
but I really low key got some fucking hits. Like I do, like I got rock songs, I got ratchet songs, I got all type of genres of song, R&B, all that shit. But like I went through like 2 years ago when I started on my shit, I was going through a cancellation in the ballroom scene. We'll get into that.
Hmm.
And so I was writing about bitches hating on me and shit. So I got that whole thing. And then I found this guy that I really liked. So I started writing about love.
Okay.
And then some shit didn't go my way and his way. And I started writing about heartbreak. And then right now I'm writing about like deep stuff,
Hmm.
like, with my sobriety, kind of like my
Mm,
drug
okay.
like stuff, because I be going back and forth with that, but that's a
Hmm.
whole nother story. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna put my story together.
I feel that.
So
Weaving it all together.
yeah, but I think what see, I might. My friend Winnie Stacks, he like, we need to have a listening party. We need to set up a listening party. So I was like, maybe I should do that first, and then
Yes.
have people see what people like, whatever. Because right now, okay, for instance, like my friend, do y'all know who Originus is, John? Okay.
I know of him, but I don't know
Oh,
him
not
personally.
Okay,
familiar.
yeah, he cussed me out. He was like, I don't want to hear about no new songs. Where's your old? What's going on? And I'm like, those songs are late. Like all the songs that I wrote like about 2 years ago, I don't like them.
Even the one that y'all did the music video together for?
Um,
Because I remember
yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah. I'm over it.
Well, I think like as an artist, once you start, you get a new era. You start thinking different.
Mhm,
You hear your music different. You start to feel different passions and passionate about different things.
mhm.
So the old music probably like it doesn't serve its purpose as it did before, right?
Yeah, but like my friend said, nobody heard your fucking music. It's good. They're gonna love it. Like
Mm.
it's like I'm like, you right about that.
You can also do like a you know how Ari Lennox did a way message and then
Mhm.
age, sex, location. So the things that you're just like these aren't like top priority, but I do feel like people should hear them.
Hmm.
You can like EP or mixtape it, and then like the ones that you're like, this is where I'm at right now, and this is the most potent. Then that is the project, I guess,
Right.
that gets the biggest funding.
I know, maybe.
But that's a good problem to have. I'd rather have something to cut from as
Yeah,
opposed to like having to start and build a bunch of
Like I don't
songs.
have nothing.
yeah,
Nothing at
yeah,
all.
yeah. I have a lot of shit. Like, and all my songs is about situations. Like all my song, like if you piss me off, that's when I could write.
Hmm.
Like piss me the fuck off. Like so I can write from a place like, um. Hold on, I want to say this. Let me see how I can speak in circles right quick because I don't want to like start anything with this person because this person kind of likes to fight and I ain't got time.
Mm.
Um,
The girls are fighting.
yeah,
Okay.
a situation happened where I just feel like a person should have never been with another person because just my past with this person. So, and when I found out, like I talked to both of them, it was just kind of like, well, y'all was never together. It don't matter. We dated. Like I dealt with this person for a long time,
Hmm.
and everybody knows. Like all my friends know he's off limits. So the person was on the phone calling me delusional. Oh, you bitch, you're ugly. Nobody wants you, and all this stuff and fuck you forever and all that stuff. And so I wrote a song called Delusional, like, and
Mhm.
it's a motherfucking hit.
Okay.
And it's not dissing them or nothing. I'm just telling them how I feel about the situation because I felt like I didn't really get to get that out to them on the phone because I was in shock. Like because the person put up a picture and I'm like, that's my friend, right? Oh well, we was never together, so you need to talk to him. And then
Which out the case.
and it was just like, and like I love both of them because we was friends.
Mhm.
I'm like I love like, and I don't have feelings for this person no more at all. But I'm like, nigga, like out of all the people, him.
Mhm.
So like I've been writing from that space. You know what I mean? And I I don't feel like they should be mad when they
Mhm.
hear some of the music because I'm not dissing them or nothing. I'm just telling them how I
You're
feel. It's
telling
my
your
story.
story, yeah.
Absolutely.
But
And I think sometimes even like when you do those things, like a lot of people seem to, especially in our community at times, they want to get what someone else had just to see what it was like.
Okay.
Or like why was it worth it? But I think it's really good that you were able to channel those emotions and put that in the track because a lot of people just sit there with it.
yeah,
So that's really, really good. And
yeah,
really
yeah. And
it's
I
really
want to
admirable.
say this, because he's probably gonna see this. I love him. I love him. The other person, he said some other shit to me where I was like, whoa, it's no more for us. But
Mhm.
the other person, I still love him. He's my family forever. But we just our time ran its course. But I love him. Just to put that out there.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Child, relatable content.
If he ever need me, if that person, he know who he is. If he ever need me, I'm gonna pull up for him. But other than that, it's all love. And I wish them nothing but the best. I'm actually happy for them. If they happy, cool. But yeah.
I can
But
respect that.
but my song Delusional is motherfucking hot. Y'all go like it.
Okay, music is coming soon. Giving
Yeah.
you nothing but the hits. Nothing but the hits.
Yes.
Nothing but the motherfucking hits.
Yes, God.
How are you, Galvin?
I am good. I'm doing well. It has been for those who know Snoop, referring to the show, his birthday is Tuesday. So it's Scorpio.
Happy
season.
early birthday, Snoop. We love you
We love you,
here.
Snoop. So it's Scorpio season. So we've been celebrating as it is.
Fucking season.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. And it's been a time. And it's Sunday, and we still are going. Like yesterday, we went to brunch. We ended up at Saddle Ranch. I love Saddle Ranch.
Saddle
Have you
Ranch
been
is
to
really
They have
cute.
wonderful
Yeah,
barbecue
yeah.
sauce.
I had a birthday party there.
Love
Same.
it.
That was where my last birthday
Love
was
it.
with the bowl
Ride
too.
it.
Okay.
Like a brody, yeah.
Real Coyote
I
Ugly. That was
ride
the
it
song of the
like a
night.
brody.
Uh-huh.
The brunch started at 1:30,
Uh-huh.
but we didn't order food until probably like 3 because we were drinking bottomless mimosas the whole time. And I'm like, when are we going to a brunch without food is not it for me. I'm not the drinker. I'm about to fall over. This is inappropriate. And then from there, went back to Snoop's house and just wanted shots. And I'm like, this is also inappropriate. And then I got a call like, hey, are you going to Megan's party tonight?
What is it? Hottie Wee?
Hottie Wing. I was like, sure, why not? I didn't have an outfit, so I just dusted off something I had from.
I
like, 2 years
remember
ago
that one.
and just dusted it off and remixed it a little.
What
bit.
was the concept though? Was it the redhead workout guru?
Yes, I was. Yes,
What's his name?
Richard Simmons.
Yes.
But I was Rashawn Simmons.
Okay.
Okay.
I was Rashawn, but I decided to switch it up a little bit. But it was a good time. Lots of Duce. Shout out to Duce and shout out to Flamin' Hots.
Oh, are we trying to get sponsorship? Remove that L.
Yeah,
we'll
shout
cut
out to-
around.
shout
it.
out to Duce
We'll cut
and
around
shout
it.
out to right. Oh, girl. Shout out to Duce and shout out to Flamin' Hots who sponsored it and Meta. It was really, really nice, really, really dope. Fun time. See my
How wa-
crush.
Which one?
Don't do that. 'Cause now
No, you
make
have
me
to give
sound
me
like
a
I'm
name.
whore.
No, but you have to give me a name.
And now you make my crush feels like my crush is not special.
Do they listen? Do they listen? Because if not, now I really don't care how they
may.
feel.
They may.
If they're not listening,
Did-
I don't care how they feel.
Well, I seen him. I was like, I love your outfit. I'm obsessed with your outfit. He said, oh, thank you so much. And then we held hands for like 2 minutes talking.
What was the costume?
He was Men in Black.
Will Smith?
Mhm.
He wore a suit?
He wore a suit.
At Hottie Ween?
But he also had like the thing. And he had like the name tag to let people know he was Men in Black. It
Mm.
was well thought out. It was like, oh, you have on a suit, but the accessories push through.
Got it. So
Mm.
how was Meg? Because I did get to see the red carpet footage briefly,
Mhm.
but like, did you guys get to interact with her? Was she like in that area?
She was in her section, and those one thing about industry parties that I don't like
Mm-hmm.
is that if it's hosted by a celebrity, everybody just follows that celebrity around everywhere they fucking go.
Got it.
If I see you, I'm gonna wave and let you do your thing. Like
Mhm.
I don't want to be in the midst of that. So she was in her section with all her people, and they were
Mhm.
having a time. And then we were in our section that we wanted to be at, also by the bar. We just see everybody. Funny thing, I had those white compression shorts on, and I spilled some of my Bloody Megan. Dude, it's like the theme, Bloody Megan drink on me. So I'm got the ice because I'm from the country. So if you get a piece of ice, you take that out.
Mhm.
So I'm over here going to work on my leggings, right? And I look up and I see DDG. I'm like, okay, DDG. And I look over there.
He's so fine.
It's a fucking Little Mermaid.
Wow.
Holly Bailey is right here. And she is over here recording a video dancing. And she's like, and she look at us, like, oh, I'm so sorry. I just want to give you. I'm like, girl, it's okay. And I'm like, I'm over here playing with myself. Why do
Oh, Lord.
I'm trying to shout out your
I
leggings.
try to shout out my leggings? And they're like, in front of the Little Mermaid.
Wow. I love that.
So I have a story to tell my children.
Okay.
Okay.
But it was
Yeah.
overall, it was a really, really good time. And then tonight we're gonna continue on the Boozy Bounce, and then we're going to Deviant.
Day party?
Yeah, Boozy Bounce day party starts at 5, and then Deviant we're gonna be naked.
That's tonight too.
Yeah.
I have not heard of is Boozy Bounce?
Yes.
Have you heard of it?
Mm-mm. What is it?
It's a good time. What does it sound like?
If it sounds like
sounds like getting fucked
we
up.
Getting fucked.
Yeah, we're getting fucked up tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, all these
So,
parties starting early.
But why is everything on Sunday? This is what I don't understand.
Yeah.
Everybody want to have a party today.
You know what I think it is?
Is
Because
there
I
not a
think
group
people
chat?
want to be with their family on Halloween, I guess you can
No,
say.
but I'm saying
On
like we had
Halloween?
the entire
trick-or-treated,
we had the
like,
entire
child.
weekend. It was it was
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Everybody seemed like they need a group chat.
Yeah.
They need a Zoom call
Mm-hmm.
so they can spread out these events because we want to support. And the Black gay community ain't that big.
Yeah.
So why we have 15 events going on at once?
Because I know Photo Culture is going on today.
Mhm.
Oh my God, why don't I know about any of this?
Yeah, I'm going to Florida Culture, whatever. But I'm not getting there until 8:30. I gotta take a stern nap when I leave
I
here.
hear that.
A big nap. They're
and
talking about
then-
brunch not happening.
Right. And I Thune is having something. I don't know if y'all know what Thune
Mhm.
is, but Thune is having like a day party from what I hear. And then I know Brandon Anthony is having his stuff at the
Of course, because it's Sunday.
yeah, at the thing. But yeah. I
That's
might
so
not
weird
be
to me
there.
though. Like being a part of the Black gay community, we don't have anything to do in Los Angeles on a Saturday, but everyone is picking Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, and
Yesterday
then
was
tomorrow,
perfect.
I mean, yeah, today's Sunday, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
okay. And then tomorrow is the West Hollywood shit.
I thought we weren't allowed
The
to do
parade?
it.
Oh, we're not doing that.
No.
this year?
Well, the parade's not actually happening, but
The stuff will
the
still
stuff will still be
continue
going on.
Mm.
They can't stop people from walking the street.
Yeah, people will still be there. It's just not like as
It won't be closed off like it usually is.
Right.
It's not a parade, but it will be things.
It's
going
not
on.
like I'm like when people be outside and everybody be in their costume. That's not happening.
that's
still
gonna
happening.
happen. It's
Yeah.
just not the same
It's
structure
not
of like
official.
right
Oh.
where the police are blocking shit off. This one is kind of like you going to the bars. It's just Halloween.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna probably pass on that.
Yeah, like I could get with it, but I also know that everything they're charging for everything. Like how you get into most spaces,
For free,
places.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Everything's
on
at
Halloween,
least a
mm-mm.
20.
Yeah, I
$20
ain't trying to
cover.
when I go out there in those type of situations, I'm not trying to go into the club. Like I'm just trying to be in the streets, fucked up.
Mhm.
Like
All night let out.
Hey girl,
Okay.
what's going on, bitch? Hey, ooh.
When I first moved here, that was my obsession, the Halloween parade, and seeing how amazing everyone's costumes were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Do y'all
see,
have costumes this year?
No.
no, Look, I'm a grown ass man. I
Okay.
don't need to be dressing up, but I might probably be like a track and field, whatever. 'cause
You gonna be
I
FloJo?
love track and field.
Come on,
honey.
FloJo. You gonna need some long tips though.
Right?
All right.
FloJo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be FloJo. I'm probably gonna be myself.
I hear it.
You know what? Honestly speaking, like with me, it's really hard for me to spend money sometimes because I'm like, no, but I can put that. I need to go to the studio. I need to put that towards my music. Like, that's why it'd be like really hard for me sometimes to go to balls when I'm not on the mic because I'm like, bitch, why I'm going to the ball for what? Like,
Child.
like,
Also, we got to get into that too because like I'm new to ballroom culture and Kelvin is like super, super new to ballroom culture, but we have like so many. newish to ballroom culture, and we both have a lot of questions.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll get some answers throughout the show.
Okay.
But yeah, okay.
How are you?
I am blessed, definitely. I have one more week until I start my new job.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that. Shout outs to Kirsten for helping me get that job on Never Not
Yes,
Extra.
Round of applause for her. I had to stop and start it back for her.
Okay.
Yes, God.
Yes. I did. I'm not dressing up for Halloween, but I did do a Halloween photo shoot.
I've
Okay.
seen that you were with my
Wait,
favorite
is it
photographer.
up?
Yes. Shout outs to Ray. It's not up yet. It will be up tomorrow. I haven't even seen the pictures yet, but I trust Ray. So I'm excited to see what it is. I did 2 different concepts. Similar in theme, but different concepts. So I'm excited to see how those turn out. Oh my God. I was on the 212 bus yesterday. Bitch, the fucking ghetto.
Oh, bitch.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
ghetto.
That's La Brea, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was coming home from work and there was this guy talking to me and I used my mobile tap card to get on the bus. So he crept up behind me and he started making conversation. He was like, "Oh, how do you get a mobile tap card on your phone?" He had an Android and I was trying to Google how to get it. Because certain things we all have in common and then other things is different. So I'm
I don't think
Googling
they
how
have
to
it.
get it on an
Do they
Android.
have it?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't compatible with his version of his phone. I was like, whatever. So I was Googling trying to help him, but I'm realizing that was a segue for him to start talking to me.
Yes, it was.
And then he was just like,
Was he cute?
he's not a bad looking black man.
He
He's
wasn't
not
cute.
someone I'm breaking my neck for.
He wasn't
No,
cute.
he's not.
No, because if he was cute, you would have said yes.
I don't know.
But now
not
you're
like
making
that.
excuses for him.
But I also think I'm
Niggas
thinking
on
of
the bus
all
got
of the
the
conversation.
conversation.
because you are making excuses. Because if he was cute, you would be like, yeah, he's cute.
Oh, God.
It's like, oh well, he wasn't cute.
Was he ugly?
No, I can't say
I
that.
I like ugly niggas. I like them dark and ugly.
I can't
and
say he was
trendy.
ugly. He was just
I do.
He just
I
had a
love it.
terrible
I love it.
approach. It was so either way, he used the mobile tap card to start talking to me, and then he made sure he let me know. He was like, "Oh, my name is X, Y, and Z. I'm gay." He was whispering in my ear, and I'm just like, "Okay, yeah, thank you." So we were conversing, and then from there he just started going more in depth. He's like, "So where are you from?"
Oh, he was running game.
He was he started by saying, "You are wearing the hell out them jeans.
Okay.
I can't help but notice you have a really nice ass.
Okay, Genuine.
I'm horny."
Oh, definitely
wait, what?
Genuine. In them jeans.
Okay.
Scrumptious.
It just kept picking up. And I was like, "Why are you saying that?"
Okay. Okay.
And he was like, "Oh, do you have any plans tonight?" I'm like, "I'm supposed to be hanging out with my friends, et cetera, et cetera."
He's
He was like,
intentional. Eric, I don't know. You say, I want a man. I want a man.
I don't want any
a
man.
I want the man. First off, he's efficient because he said, I'm going to take the train. So he's saving money. He took the bus. So he's saving money.
Mhm.
Then it's like, wow, I keep buying these tap cards. I can get on my phone. I need to do that. That's more money saved. That means he's going to make sure that y'all are good. He's going to have a little coin in his pocket because he knows how to save. Then he complimented you. He told you look nice. He said, you are wearing them jeans.
Then he invited me over for
He
sex.
invited you over for sex. That means he was intentional and he wanted to be near you.
And he was like, "Oh, do you want to go to horror night with me at Universal Studios?" But then
Anybody on a date.
But then I was like, "Oh, right now financially I can't afford to do that." He was like, "Okay, I understand. We don't have to go."
Also, he
Was not paying for me.
now how did he invite you on a date and not gonna pay for it? Okay, well that's the first negative point. The rest of it, I
Really?
didn't see what was wrong.
That's the first.
A medium cute dude came up to you and started talking to you.
Then he was giving me his backstory, his family history. Then he ran down his sexual
Well,
health.
where is his family from?
I don't remember. Kelvin, I just wanted it to stop.
Was he clean?
Huh?
I hate the word clean. I hate
He
that.
used the word clean,
I hate
and
you.
I'm
I'm sorry, and I
and it
I
involved me.
apologize for saying that.
And involved
I
me
do apologize for
cringed.
saying
And involved me cringed when he said
Yeah.
I'm clean. I was like,
Yeah,
mm-mm. But it was already
I do
going
apologize for
downhill.
that.
It was already going downhill. So yeah, he just kept talking to me. He talked to me all the way up until my stop. And he was asking me on the bus. He was like, "You got booty pics? Can I see them?" I was like, "What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening on the bus?" Mind you, I'm looking around because there's this black girl right there, and you know how there's 2 section seats.
Yeah.
She's sitting on the seat closest to me. He's right here. I'm right here. We're in a little fucked up triangle.
So he's in your ear.
Yeah, but not in my ear enough.
Yeah. Let me tell you things I like to hear. I want to see your booty pics. Send them to my joy. Oh, they're not blurry because it's not compatible. Do you like horror nights? Do you like horror nights? Do you like horror nights? No. Go. Forget it.
Okay.
Horror nights. Do you like horror
in my face. And then he had asked
So
me
then
for my
you took
number.
him. So then you went home.
Huh?
You went home with him?
Hell no.
Oh, I thought this is where it was going.
Hell
I
no.
thought that's how the story ended.
You have not been listening then. So I got off the bus. Well, he asked me for my number. And, you know, me coming from New York, certain guys I've noticed don't deal with rejection well. So I gave it to him and I was just like, I'll just block it. But then he was like, hit me up. He was like, you're cute. It's nice to meet you. Blah, blah, blah. He was like, you want to go on a date that he probably wasn't trying to pay for again.
You know what
So,
I
yeah.
usually do? I give out my number, but I change the last digit.
Oh.
Change the last digit.
But he asked for the number at the start of the bus ride, and then he was one of those people like text me, but like text me now. So it kind of would have been an awkward rest of the ride.
You gotta. I'll text you after I see if I like how this conversation is going. How about that? You got my number. I got yours. I'll probably use it. But after this conversation goes, I'm gonna see how it goes.
And I will not use that number.
Use that number.
I will not use that number. So that happened. I mean, it was a boost to my confidence, but also I didn't want to go outside for the rest of the day. And
took him up on that free meal.
What free meal?
He asked to take you out.
I don't know that means he's paying for it at this point. He asked me to take me to horror nights.
Well, at least you knew how y'all was gonna get there.
Okay, look, at the end of the day, that happened. And then, yeah, I had a great night with some friends, got lit, and now I'm here. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Mhm.
You know,
It's a good time.
I'm excited for that love journey to really blossom for you too. I really think you should text him.
He probably got a big ass dick.
I don't give a fuck.
Like, you know, like that's the best dicks. The best dick is the bus dick. When they on the bus, they got good dick.
Broke dick's the best dick.
Yeah, no shit. They because they ain't got nothing
Period.
to lose.
I don't know if you two feel like you're being a support system right now.
We are.
But it's not giving what you think it's giving.
It is.
It is not giving what you think it's giving. Child, I'm leaving that man right where I found him on the bus.
And that's why you're gonna be single.
Okay, hey,
God sent you somebody.
he did not.
You've been praying for him.
God just wanted to laugh.
You've been praying for this man. You have been praying for this bus man for the longest. And God sent it to you. And he gave you all the things you wanted. You want consistency. You want persistence. You want consistent sex. He already wants you. He already wants the booty pics. And now you just ran that man away.
I don't give a
And
damn.
then you wonder, God, where are the men at? He sent you the man.
Well, child, reshuffle the deck. Reshuffle the deck. Okay.
No, you tweeted.
Baby.
You tweeted. God, if this is the dating pool, it does not need chlorine. Just drain the whole thing.
And start new.
I cried laughing.
The dating pool is tainted.
An audible chuckle left out.
Because I got off that bus like, this is a lot. And then I just went home with my head down. Just reflecting. I was like, what did I do to create this situation?
Well, at least it was medium cute.
Yeah, he seemed like a nice man. His approach was just so gutter.
How old was he?
I don't give a fuck. He had to be. No, he did tell me he's like mid 40s. But you know, I don't care about shit like that because I deal with older men.
I love older men.
Me
I like them in
too.
their 50s.
But it was the
I saw this
presentation.
fine-ass old man last night.
Muscles.
50.
He was like, I think he like about 50. I don't know. Like I felt his dick. It was really, really big, and I was like, okay, I like him. What
else was there in Nietzsche?
have a question.
It was.
Do you notice that? Do you think that they don't make dicks like they used to? Because I feel like older men have different dick than young dick.
Well, see,
Maybe
you know,
it's the
millennial
experience.
dick is different from
I'm not
young
like
dick and old
I'm
dick.
not into like if you look like you like 25-ish, 21-ish, all that stuff, you look like a little kid to me. So I don't be into that. Like I won't get turned on. You gotta. I like them like 27 and up, maybe. But it depends. Now, like if you rich and you like, you know, a little something, you know, like yeah, like. But I like older men. Like I like older men. Like, but I also like them dark and ugly. Like I like my trade dark and ugly, right? But like I like men. Like I like my gay men. I like them to be like, you know, like kind of Idris Elba. That's his name, Idris. Very that. But you know who I am? I'm in love with. No shade. I think he is the finest man in this fucking world. What's his name? Kofi.
Yeah,
Kofi.
What's his last name?
Handsome. From Queen Sugar.
Oh yes, he is fine.
Bitch.
Fine.
Him and Trey Songz is my man, but like Kofi, I take Kofi. over
Child, you
everybody.
still claiming Trey Songz publicly?
You know what? Honestly speaking,
Well, those were allegations.
you know what? I don't. I know somebody that worked with him. One of my good friends, and they tell me how Trey Songz is, and I could see why females get mad and say things, but we don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he's a rude ass nigga. Like, if he like suck my dick, you better suck his dick or bitch get out. That's how he is. So, and I'll be right there sucking his dick. Anytime he tell me to suck his dick, lick his balls, I don't care. I'm gonna be right there on my knees.
That's our gay sound effect, and I feel
Yeah.
like it's gonna get used.
But
a lot
yeah,
today.
so I don't know. You know, like you know, innocent to proven. But then I mean, all these females coming forward, somebody ain't lying. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But I don't know. Like
There's
I don't know.
there's
Like
fire.
that. Yeah,
Allegedly,
allegedly.
just not
Yeah,
trying to be in court.
Yeah, allegedly. Like
Mhm.
you know. So, but he fine as fuck.
He is fine. He is fine, but y'all. All right.
All
Well,
right.
speaking of celebrities and pop culture, it is time for bitch. You better read.
What's my favorite word?
Where's my background music?
Here. You ain't say nothing yet.
Number one.
You want me to press the button, play the music?
Mhm.
I am not DJ Envy.
Okay. Well, I was thinking DJ Boo.
DJ Boo.
Okay. So number one.
Number one.
A tenant was accused of murdering, dismembering their Chicago landlord and placed them in a freezer after receiving an eviction notice.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jesus. A Chicago tenant is
Kick me
accused
out.
of murdering and dismembering her landlord, whose body was found inside a freezer at the home following a fight over an eviction notice. Sandra K, who's 36, has been charged with the murder of 69-year-old Francis Walker, who was reported missing by another resident on October 10th. Walker's family told ABC7 that the landlord had called the cops on Kay many times, with records showing authorities responded to the home 5 times this month alone. Walker's niece acknowledged that Kay has rights as a tenant, but added, if you fear for your safety, the landlord should have rights too. They have rights as a tenant, but if you fear for your safety or have issues, the landlord should have rights not only as a landlord, but as a cohabiter of the domain. Walker's niece went on to say that she felt law enforcement's hands were tied, but that her death has
why
changed the
would they?
trajectory of our lives.
Why would
The niece also says, I feel like their hands were tied,
why
or
would they
maybe
like this like
why did that's obnoxious. If you ever get back in the group chat, be like, stop writing stories like this.
this?
But yeah, the niece also went on to say, I feel like their hands were tied, or maybe there was something that could have been done differently. On Wednesday, a prosecutor at Kay's bond hearing noted that she had a contentious relationship with Walker, with things escalating into a screaming match on the night of the murder. Law enforcement also confirmed that Walker had placed an eviction notice on Kay's door the day before her death. That very well could have possibly been what escalated this into the defendant becoming extremely angry and committing this horrific act, Chicago Police Chief of Detectives Brendan D. told ABC7 at the time. Kay is also charged with concealing a homicidal death as well as aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and is currently being held without bail, according to the outlet. I feel like we got all we needed from this story.
There is a fundraiser going on by Walker's family to cover the cremation and funeral expenses.
You know, I mean, this isn't the first crazy story that I placed in this one today, but this is one of those like, what the fuck is going on in the world type situations. Like, I feel like everyone is bad shit crazy at this point.
Girl, what's in the
Bad shit
food?
crazy. Like, what the fuck? It's 11:11. What the fuck is going on here? What is going on here?
You know, I read this story. Well, I seen it. I think was in the shade room. It was somewhere. And you know how you be seeing these crazy like fucking headlines. And you just like, what the fuck? Like, I just finished watching the Jeffrey Dahmer thing, you know, but I'm into all that shit. I'm into like the crime shit, the first 48 hours. I look at all that shit.
Had you been following the Jeffrey Dahmer story?
Yeah, I've been looked at all of that like
Same.
years ago,
Same.
like the interviews and all that stuff. So I, you know, just like I actually like see it,
Mm.
and Ryan Murphy got it so right.
Mm.
But then when I seen this shit, I'm like, God damn, bitch, like they still doing shit like that, like.
Yes.
Like, how are you comfortable enough to know that it is body parts in your fucking house, and bitch, you're just walking around like, girl, hey,
All
bitch."
right.
Yeah.
Like, girl, like the
Yeah.
fuck, like, so why did you do that to that lady? Because, bitch, you know what? She didn't have her rent.
Yeah, the eviction notice.
Yeah, bitch, you didn't have your motherfucking rent, bitch. It ain't your fault that bitch you can't pay your motherfucking bills. You gonna cut this lady up now? And she probably her whole family is hurt.
Yes.
Like people don't understand when you murder people, you're not ruining just one life, you're ruining your life, and you also ruining everybody else that love these people.
Mm.
Like, you know what I mean? You like destroying people's lives. Like, even like with the Jeffrey Dahmer shit, like the victims, they were triggered again seeing that shit. Like that shit, they still going through that. Like the man that got away, he ended up murdering somebody years later.
Who? Wait, for Jeffrey Dahmer?
The one that got away and that was testifying.
No,
Yeah,
the
he's
black one.
Yeah, he's in jail. Like he's in. Yeah, you can look it up on YouTube. Like, you know, all that shit came up. Like he ended up murdering somebody.
dabbled with drugs. Had a
Yeah,
very
way back. Yeah,
yeah.
from Jeffrey Dahmer.
I
wrote
mean,
in
it
life.
makes sense, but damn.
Yeah, he been in jail for like 20 years, I think.
I don't know. Now, what I will say on social media, because I see this comment a lot, and people like to repeat things that they see get a lot of likes. I need you bitches to stop saying we're living in our last days.
Girl,
You bitches is living in your last days. I'm
bitch.
just picking up heat, okay? I'm just picking it
Girl.
up. Y'all are living in y'all last
They've been
days.
saying that shit since I was a little girl. I mean a little boy. A little boy.
Every time I see that comment, I report it as spam. I'm like, no, bitch, you living in your last days.
God is coming and shit, little
Yeah.
bitch.
Okay, like I don't know, Kelvin. How do you feel about this?
living their last days are about the
No, well, that too, but like the story at large.
because the Bible says in Revelations.
Okay, Kirk.
Ishalakandala.
We are here. I don't know. If someone put an eviction notice on my door, will I kill them? Is that the question you're asking me? Is that what
No,
you're
I
posing?
mean, and it's, I guess for the sake of keeping the conversation going, because it's like obviously the story is crazy, but I just wanted your specific
yes,
thoughts.
I don't
on
know
all
if
of it.
anything would make me want to kill. So I always think about that. Like, I've never been in a fight,
Mhm.
so I don't ever.
in the 50.
So I've never been like, what would push me that far? Like, what would push me that? I understand people probably black out and like just like rage. It's like, but damn,
To
you
kill
killed her and then you put her in the apartment that you're getting evicted out of.
dismembered
Yeah,
and put them in
but
the
this is
freezer.
my thing. Like, she didn't write the eviction note herself. She had to tell the city that she's putting you out.
Mhm.
So the city gonna know that you have 14 days, and then in those 14 days you did not take the body out. You ain't think I need when you put your 30-day notice and move out of the apartment, you got to scrub and clean the whole apartment. She ain't think that she should have scrubbed and cleaned the entire apartment.
Girl, the bitch is mentally off.
Right. She not thinking about logistics.
And also never kill nobody in your apartment.
What?
If you're gonna kill somebody, don't kill nobody where you live. You kill somebody where it. I watch too many crime documentaries. You kill somebody somewhere desolate, somewhere that nobody gonna know it was you, and you don't take your car, you don't take anything. You get an Uber.
Leave your phone.
Leave your phone at the house.
Have somebody play on it and
Yes.
text people.
Yes. Do not take any of the devices. Dump the body somewhere like MacArthur Park or like
Wait, MacArthur Park, bitch.
or
I be walking
somewhere
through there to go to the county
Echo
building.
Park. Someone
bitch.
MacArthur Park, Echo Park, Skid Row. You take the
I
body,
live on
you put it over
Skid Row.
there,
Like,
and no one's ever gonna find it. This is how you get away with murder.
I'm not contributing to this.
You know what?
Let me stop. Hold on. Because I just had like a flashback. Because like shit like that really happened. Like, and then like 20 years from now, Kelvin said how we get rid of the body.
Girl, I ain't got nothing to do with
playing.
that.
I am really
Right.
just playing. I'm really just playing, y'all. I
You
would
saw how
never
I
do
shut the
that.
fuck up.
Right,
I would never do
you
nothing
know,
like that. I'm
you know
sorry,
what?
guys.
You know what? I do want to say this too. Like, I feel like when somebody kills somebody, I don't think they should get the death penalty. I think they should like suffer and live.
Absolutely.
Like, I think that's the easy way out. And the guy, he shot up the school. He got life, but he didn't get the death penalty, and like all the parents was crying about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, let him suffer, like, bitch, because there's no shade. I feel like when somebody kills somebody, like the dude that killed Nipsey Hussle,
Mhm.
bitch, God forgive me for saying this, but bitch, I would have motherfucking had that casket right up in that motherfucking. I would have locked him in a room, handcuffed him to the motherfucking thing, and made him sit there and look at that fucking body for like hours. Bitch, look what you did.
But I think that there's a certain level of like emotional connectivity that a person has to have. If not, because like look at Jeffrey Dahmer. He was like,
Yeah.
well, I knew what I was doing. I don't. I feel like I'm just like evil. I didn't. It just is what it is. Now, rumor has it that this landlord did go past the tenant blasting Rent Due by Saucy Santana. And I think that may have triggered the tenant.
You know what?
Rent due. Bet you can't do it on the Zicto. And then I think things escalated.
Shout out to Saucy.
Yeah.
I opened up for him.
Yeah.
Like, when was that? Last December.
You sure did.
Yeah. And that was that was crazy. Like, people don't even know what I was going through behind the scenes, like with my dancers.
Mhm. We got a lot to get into, but I definitely remember that. That's
Yeah.
iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic. Number 2.
Number 2.
Escape
go.
is to be honored with the Lady of Soul Award at the 2022 Soul Train Awards.
Yeah.
There is no doubt that Escape has left an everlasting mark on the industry, and this year they will be honored for their contributions. On Friday, it was announced that the legendary R&B group are the recipients of the Lady of Soul Award at this year's Soul Train Awards. With more than 25 years in the game, Escape
Yes.
is responsible for giving us hit records such
Yes.
as Just Kicking It, Understanding, Who Can I Run To, and much more. They expressed their excitement about the honor and said, given how important Soul Train is to all of us, we're so thankful to be honored with the Lady of Soul Award this year. It's going to be an amazing night, and we can't wait to see you all there. The group first formed back in the early 90s and released their debut album, Hummin' Comin' At Ya. Oh, wait. Why they write that like that?
That's how they wrote it.
Their debut album, Hummin' Comin' At Ya, in 1993.
Mhm.
And they followed up with 2 more albums. After spending years apart, all 4 original members reunited in 2017, and they have done various performances since. They have even had their own reality show on Bravo TV, which documented their reunion. Mary J. Blige and Beyonce are also leading the nominations with 7 nominations each, because we're just throwing in random fun facts, but I love that. I put this in there because I am loving the fact that not unsung Black musicians are getting recognition, but like the Hip Hop Awards acknowledging Trina, long overdue.
Yeah.
And now Escape getting this. I'm like, I always feel like these award shows miss the mark with obvious tributes. Like, you remember, I don't know how you guys felt about it, but for me growing up, tributes were a thing where it's like you get, you know, younger classes to perform your greatest hits. You have your peers like do a compilation video. And I feel like that same effort hasn't been done. And also, tributes aren't going to people that not need them, but I feel like a lot of people that should have gotten them already get overlooked. Like the fact that I don't think Invoke has gotten a tribute.
No.
I don't think that who else hasn't gotten a tribute. That Eve does not get any tributes.
Ooh.
There's certain people that I just feel like deserve tributes. 112 has not gotten a tribute.
Wow.
I'm like, there's so many artists. Like,
I think
I
that
never
I'm
thought
not-
about that like that deep. I never like now that's about to bug me because now there's like other people that's popping up in my head. Like,
so many solid
Like,
artists.
yeah. Damn.
That don't get tributes. And I'm like, what is the deciding process for who gets honored next?
I think they go off of what the moment is. Like, I know this year at the BET Awards they were going to honor Martin, but then that didn't happen. So at the last minute,
Martin Lawrence?
yes, I think at the last minute they end up honoring. Who was even honored? Diddy.
That they're not even
And it's
parallel.
It's not parallel. So I think that what happens is we need to go back to those days that we just make the hodgepodge stuff. I would love to see 2000s girl group tribute or a 90s girl group tribute at the BET Awards to
But
bring
they
back
have
like
TLC.
In Vogue and like
Have
Jade.
TLC.
and,
TLC has not gotten a
Zayn and
tribute.
all of them.
They need to.
TLC definitely should have a tribute.
Yeah,
Destiny's Child needs an updated tribute.
They should get the Lifetime Achievement Award at the BET Awards. TLC.
Yeah, like cause
Yeah.
they're out there doing their thing and they be on tour doing their little thing and stuff and everything. Like that's
And I
crazy.
would-
But
You
that's
had
why
that tour.
that's why it to also not change subject. It's important to make great music so you can keep you know because like it's certain artists like Ashanti, who else? Mary J. Blige. It's some people
Usher.
Usher, like they could just fucking sit up there and perform their hits. Like they can go on
Yeah.
tour with that, you know. But also, have Usher got a tribute
No.
yet? Oh hell no!
That's why I was wondering
then
what happened to
also,
the
like-
BET honors.
BET honors because what happened? Pandemic happened, but then also BET changed programming and their budget got cut. So then when you budget get cut, you start to look at what's the fat, and the fat was like BET honors,
Rip the Runway.
Runway, Black Girls Rock, like those
All the good
things.
shit.
All the good shit that you got to rent the theater, you got to run the camera crew, you got to budgets, things like that. Instead of cheapening the brand, they just get rid of the brand, which I think that one has helped the BET Awards a little bit better.
Has it?
I think the BET Awards have been really great the last couple of years.
The BET
I know
Awards
people
is
like to
building.
shit on it, but I think they've been really,
Yeah,
really good.
the BET
They've been
Awards
really,
be
really
popping.
good.
They've been building, but it's not enough in
What do
comparison
you
to
want
what we
them to
once
do?
had. I want them to bring back the old shit.
Do you think that they were better back there because we were younger and we weren't in the industry, so
Mhm.
we didn't nitpick at the things? So like, I want to go because I was thinking about that too, because you know I love to watch all the old award shows, and I was like,
Yeah.
damn, they used to have this, and this, but I'm looking at like that graphic sheet was like, oh, that they didn't have like even like LED boards, they just moved the little thing along. But I think it was like the nostalgia of it that made it feel like it was better. So now that we're looking at it with a technical eye, we're like, Oh, that's trash.
But that was of the times. Like when those things were out, that equipment matched
I
what
know,
was
but I'm saying,
available.
like, but if you were in the industry then
Mhm,
and you had the mind and the note to notice everything that's going on,
mhm.
would you still say it was good?
Yes.
You think
You
so?
know what it was? It was the enthusiasm surrounding it. Like there was a level, there was a point where Black people were so invested in BET, Black celebrities were invested in BET, Black consumers were invested in BET. It was like this collective understanding that BET is home base in terms of entertainment and culture. And I felt like over time, it became oversaturated. They lost their mission statement at a moment and they kept giving us reruns of Baby Boy. Like it was like they just weren't doing what we knew them to do. And the enthusiasm left, and then it became EBT awards. And it was just like, I feel like we need a time, or we need to go back to that time where we really appreciate culture and we don't play the social media games. Because even like when social media was BET was doing that stuff on Twitter,
yeah,
like with Nicki
yeah,
Minaj and stuff
yeah.
like that, I'm like, that's not y'all place to do that.
It's not.
Y'all
Especially
are the
our
hub
Black
for all of
entertainment.
this. So whether you fuck with Nicki, Remy, whoever the case may be, you are the home base. You don't pick sides. And I feel like BET needs to really sit in their room and restructure and be like, what can we do to bring back that investment in the Black community from the Black community? And I feel like until they do that, Black people are going to continue to downplay the one thing that's for us.
You know what's so crazy? Even like with BET, like they have a habit of firing a group of people, like, and bringing new people in. Because we did a reality show for BET, which I'm happy that motherfucker did not come out.
What was it
Whatever.
called?
It was called Beyond the Runway. That's what it's gonna be called. Beyond the Runway, whatever. It was like I had a show on YouTube when I was interviewing people, but they wanted to use the name. But yeah, like that show was a mess. Like this dude named Wolfgang, he did like the shake. Oh, the bitch is shaking the table. Like he was like, he started all that shit. Like the Black King, when they be fighting, he be starting a lot of mess. Like it was like me, Jamari, Miss Chalet, Deshaun was a part of it. I don't want to say this other person name because I don't want to speak that bitch name. Who else? Divine, all that stuff. Anyways, like for instance, like I came in the room and they was asking me, how you feel about Jamari? Like, that's my brother, I love him. They was like, let me show you something. They showed me a video of Jamari talking shit about me. Then I'm like, bitch, roll the tape. How you feel about him? Fuck that bitch. Woo, right? You don't spit it. But
what was the premise?
Huh?
What was the premise of the show?
Well, it was following ballroom kids around.
Okay.
It was following ballroom kids around, whatever they was gonna, they was following our everyday life, but also following us getting prepared for a ball, whatever. Them motherfuckers, like me and Jamari, we got into it we had a Vogue class, and I ended up getting fired. And because I had this lady that worked at Reach LA, I was like, can I get the key to the studio, whatever? And she was like, Jamari have the key. So I went and asked Jamari for the key, and Jamari was like, I don't have the key or whatever. So I went back and I was like, bitch, why you lying? I went off on her. Whoop, all stuff. Ended up getting fired, whatever. And I was mad at Jamari because Jamari really had the key the whole time. So
Oh shit.
so we were not allowed to talk about what went on because if the show found out. So we in the contract we had to wait. So they was like, okay, we're gonna we had a ball in Vegas, so they was like, y'all gonna do the ball or whatever, and then after that you're gonna ask them, can you talk to him, and that's when it's gonna go down. Baby, the motherfuckers, let me tell y'all what they did. They were getting me drunk. They kept on asking me, you want a shot? I'm like, yep, want a shot. They got me really drunk, and baby, after we walked the ball, whatever, I was like, Jamari, can I talk to you? So nobody really didn't know we were shooting the show. So we go out to the parking lot, and me and Jamari gets into it. Like, mind you, and I ain't gonna lie, I was off of cocaine too. I ain't gonna lie, bitch, I was high. So me and him, we going at it, whatever and stuff. And when I tell you, like, we were saying some hurtful shit to each other. Jamari started crying. I started crying. I went this way. He went this way. They split it up. Like, it was a big thing. And I'm so happy that show did not come out because I was tripping that whole time.
Wow.
I was going through a lot of shit. And I was like, yeah, I was out there with that. Like, I was doing a lot. Like, but the show had got picked up and everything, but they fired the people that picked up everything and brought a new group in, and the show got scrapped. Thank you, God. So now I know how the reality shows go, whatever.
That's how it goes.
But like they when I tell you that show was so fucking messy, like even like a certain person, some shit happened with somebody getting beat up, a female, and they wanted they found out and they wanted me to ask her like what happened and whoop whoop. And I was like, I'm not doing that. And they was like, no, bitch, you're on the contract. You're gonna do whatever we say. Like, so when we went to go shoot the scene, I told her straight up, I was like, they want me to ask you about whoop whoop da da da, and the girl started crying in my arm. It was like a big thing, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, y'all doing too much. Like,
Child, reality TV is not as cut dry, as simple as you think it is. It's
producers are producers.
It was ruining friendships, and I'm glad that shit was over. You know what I'm saying? That's why. And then that's when, like, when Legendary came around, I was just like, because that was gonna be a reality show at first. Whatever.
Oh.
It was gonna be a reality show that's gonna follow a group of people in LA and a group of people in New York, DC, then we was all gonna meet up in London and have a ball, right? But the show My House was going on at that time, and it failed, so they got scared. And it was originally was gonna be on Netflix, and then whatever, it's gonna be on Bravo, and then they turned it into like competition thing, Then it got on HBO. So. Yeah,
the shit you don't know until you know, because I would have never thought that Legendary was gonna start as a reality show.
Yeah, it was.
Child, you heard it here first on the Get Right.
Yeah, I got a lot of other tea, but each one teach one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Let's go.
Goodwill to no longer accept donations of Yeezy products.
Number 4.
And Kanye has been dropped from various major brands over his anti-Semitic comments.
Girl,
I don't.
Shake your girl.
For somebody else.
Wait, no, I have an honest question.
Care. They have to say.
What? Have you ever seen Yeezy products in Goodwill?
Or TJ Maxx? But beggars can't be choosers though. Like, no shade.
Never.
Because I'm like, do y'all even carry this shit?
No, and we will not be. We weren't shopping there for that. No way.
But you know what? This is my thing. I do want to say this. I don't all this. Oh, we cutting ties with Kanye, all this stuff. Okay, whatever. This is what he wanted, bitch.
Yeah.
But that George Floyd comment, I can't fuck with Kanye West. I don't. He apologized yesterday, whatever, to Black me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not fucking with him ever again. Cause how dare you? I don't give a fuck. How dare you say that about that man? How dare you fucking sit up there and say that shit? Like, bitch, that's how you really feel. And he does so much against the Black community. I can't fuck with him. That make America great. You supporting Trump? How the fuck that? Now Kodak Black, he loves Trump. I get it. He got him out of jail, bitch. I would love him too. I mean, but it's like but like you gonna say that about George Floyd? Like you gonna say like the police? He actually didn't kill him. No, that motherfucker killed him. Fuck that. It was not no overdose or no motherfucking drugs or not. That nigga had his knee on his fucking neck. Like no shit. If I was there, I would have got killed. Cause I would have tackled that motherfucking police officer. I don't give a fuck. They would have shot me up. Cause my instincts, I would have did it.
Yeah, because it's just like I can't even imagine sitting there and witnessing that.
Like, oh,
how do y'all feel about it happens, shit, especially here. How do you guys feel about the divide between the Black community in terms of those who are just like, there's a greater plan behind this versus those that are like Aniche that are just like, I'm done, I'm good over here. Like, do you feel like the people on this side have valid points? Do you feel like they're delusional? Like, what do you guys think?
I see both sides of the coin. I understand the hurt because I was hurt. I told you I was hurt. I was extremely hurt by Kanye's comments and like, wow, like why would you say that? Like, you go from the college dropout to being like the college sellout, and it's like, what is going on
with that white voice?
And it's like, I don't like that at all. But then I'm also like, I don't like the tear down of his entire character and like, let's take all this stuff away. People that don't have nothing to do with nothing with Kanye now have something to say, or we're not going to carry this, i.e. Goodwill and TJ Maxx, because we weren't finding anything. You may have Adidas products, but I've never seen a Yeezy product there. And I think what it is like, it's a witch hunt right now. They are really just out to burn him at the stake. And what makes me upset about it is they choose to now over anti-Semitic comments, but never said anything when he said slavery was a choice. They never said anything when he said George Bush doesn't care about Black people. They never did all these other things to try to take away his wealth when he did all those other crazy antics and went on rants and raves about a lot of things. And it shows me that sometimes only one group gets what they want.
They're also the power players, though, and we had this conversation. Not
Yeah.
to cut you off, but we definitely, we had this conversation last week. It's like the reason why the anti-Semitic comments went down is because in the industry that he's thriving in, entertainment, the head honcho are the Jews.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's kind of just like it was on Black people to get on his back about the George Floyd comments. Slavery is a choice, et cetera, et cetera. We didn't, because we were constantly doing the genius Kanye, he knows what he's doing, blah, 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 blah. We just extended so much grace to him after he continuously played in our face. Why should we be mad at the Jewish people for doing what we should have done?
Well, you know what? I will say this: the Jewish people, they stick to fucking together.
They do.
And I think that's what the Black community do. We stick together, we'd be so powerful. But see, this is the thing. That's why Kanye West got to be careful what he do. Because look, he don't need them white motherfuckers. I'm gonna say it. He don't need those white motherfuckers because guess what? He can open his own stores. He can make his seat at the own table, right? And the Black community can support that. But right now, we looking at you like, girl. I don't
What
give a fuck
side
what
do
y'all
you want?
doing.
Right.
Like,
Mhm.
this is what you want. You want to kiss these people ass. Now they turning against you. That's the thing. Like, y'all have to, these people got to remember, y'all Black, y'all niggas to these people. Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, I'm sorry. I just,
No,
But-
it's valid. Absolutely, it's
I
completely
agree with
true.
both
it's
your
like, look at Travis. What's my man name? Travis Scott. Yeah. Anyways,
Okay, now you
like,
get hot
like,
again.
yeah, like, but no, but him, like, even like him, like, bitch, like, soon as all that shit went down with the people, that was
yeah.
not your damn fault. But
It
guess what?
wasn't.
Them white motherfuckers trying to get you, just like Todrick. No shade, Todrick always been sweet to me. But the thing is, the few times I met him, but the thing is that girl, like, soon as you went on that celebrity, you was doing that shit, the whole white community turned against your motherfucking ass. Like, y'all be sitting up here catering to these people. Like, no shade. Like, I love my white friends. I love that. But I'm just saying, like, when you be a sellout, it's gonna bite you in the ass because you are Black to these people. They're going to turn on you.
And I think that that's a misconception that in order to do well in other cultures and communities, that you have to turn your back on your own.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
why? Why is that a thing that I don't know? It's
I
very
get along.
interesting to
I get
observe,
along with.
though.
I get along with everybody. Like, you
Same.
know, like my audience is diverse right now and things like that. But the thing is I'm not gonna forget what I am. I'm not gonna forget where I come from. Like, I have a friend that do music. He like, cause you're gonna perform. Like, I remember when I performed at the Globe for Brent Anthony. You performing for that crowd, like, they're haters. I'm like, bitch, I don't get that, bitch, because I'm about to come through. When I come through my performances, I'm coming through, bitch.
Okay.
Dancers in the whole concert. So I don't get all of that stuff. But they're haters. The Black community's haters. On my own Black friend telling me this. I'm not. I'm about to go perform for the white people, and it's like, that's where you fuck up at. Like, no, like, if you that bitch, they gonna go up. They
You
gonna
need
pay
to find
attention.
balance in every community because every
Yeah.
community gives currency. So
Mhm.
I don't understand why you would like isolate an
Well,
audience.
I think what happens is I think we forget that we are our home base, and whatever we make hot, other people pick up.
Mhm.
If you don't have our community first, you're not gonna have their community. And I think
Right.
people try to do the reverse. They try to get that community and then come back to us, and it does not work like that. You have to have your home base. Whatever Black people do is we're the hot sauce of America.
Because we bump each other
We
up.
fuck each other up,
Exactly.
and then once they tap into what we're doing, then they'll put you on.
Right.
And I want to make that clear. When I say white motherfuckers, I'm talking about like the Karens and like the racist people, not the regular ones. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
talking about the
and-
racist people.
and
So
I-
I just want to make that clear.
On to get right, like Kelvin and I, we're not any culture, any hating type shit.
No.
But, you know, I think like having this Black unification or this Black solidarity does not mean that we're anti anything else.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. This is our base, this is our foundation, this is our culture, and there's nothing wrong with upholding it. Like we just said, the Jews do it, the Latin community do it, like
The Asian
the
community.
Asian
does.
community damn sure does it. So it's like there's nothing wrong with that. And anyone who feels like it's an attack in celebrating what we have going on, that's an insecurity that is not my
Can
responsibility.
I ask one question right quick?
Yeah.
Mhm. Do y'all pay attention to K-pop?
No, it doesn't stick for me. It hasn't stuck for me. I like how detail oriented they are. That always sticks out to me. In
Right.
terms of like execution, it always looks like money and thought was put in. But in terms of actual content, I'm like, it's nothing that's original to me. I feel like my experience is they just flip pop culture songs.
Right. But do you think, I'm talking about like look wise, do you think they're, taken
Yeah.
from the Black community?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, because I like this group called Blackpink. I like
Oh,
them.
yes, I just learned
yeah,
about them.
Yeah, I love those girls. Like, but I'd be like, damn, like, I'm like,
They watched the
dang,
videos. They said the tape.
yeah, I'm just like,
They sat there. They
y'all
looked at
can't,
Destiny's Child. They looked at TLC.
yeah,
They looked
y'all
at
can't,
112.
And it doesn't have the same flavor, but
New
they're,
Edition.
they're doing what they're doing with
Yeah.
it. And this is why Black people need to be more prideful in who we are and what we have, because everyone else is prideful in what they don't own. And then they take parts of it. And then we sit here like, and it's like, bitch, it was ours from jump. Like,
yeah, because they dropped a video and they had like 30 million views like in like 1 hour, and I'm like, wait, hold up.
they got a
Mhm.
following.
They all their videos be hitting the billion. Like these females, like they really be like, everything drops. Like they can't even walk around by themselves, like nowhere.
Mhm.
Like it's crazy to me.
The
Anyways,
support in their community is something that I envy, and I really hope that the Black community adopts.
yeah.
Number 4.
Number 4.
A man is
Number
accused
4.
of knowingly spreading HIV in Oklahoma City. Ernest LaCour, who's 30, was detained on Thursday after a woman informed authorities of his HIV status and posted a warning to her followers on social media about his possible role in spreading the disease. Other women came forward about their interactions with LaCour, and investigators found in his medical records that he had tested positive for HIV in August 2019, according to Fox 25. One of the women said that she went to the doctor with LaCour after testing positive and said she knew about his status when he was given his medication without taking a blood test. Authorities later charged LaCour with 3 felony counts of knowingly spreading HIV. He's currently held at the Oklahoma County Jail on a $500,000 bond. A model recently shared her experience of unknowingly contracting HIV, which turned into AIDS after it was left untreated. Gina, too, shared on social media that she was diagnosed with AIDS after she experienced severe weight loss and lost the ability to walk. The model said that she most likely contracted the disease when she was around 17 to 19 years old as a homeless person in New York City. Hold on, does this tie together?
It seemed like it did.
No, they're just telling her
They're just
story.
telling
I
her
want to focus.
story.
I don't know why they write like
I
that.
don't know why they do that neither.
Whatever.
I guess they got me to pay a number quota. I don't know.
So, like, obviously the story is problematic. My question is, what do you feel like contributes to reckless behavior like this? What do you think gets a person to this point where they're kind of like, fuck it?
Because you know
I'ma
what
just
it
let
is.
be.
You know what it is. It's somebody did it to me. I'm gonna do it to everybody else, right? But see, this is a thing. Like, take your medication. Take your medication. Like, be undetected. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy to me. Like that. Like, for instance, I was on the phone with a certain individual, and they were like reading one of their friends, and they was like, whoop, 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 and yeah, what is sick? He got HIV. I'm like, that was none of my business. Like, that was none of my business. Like, people still do that. Like, people still say
Drop people's status.
yeah, like who does that? Like, you
Tag
know,
people
like people still going around spreading HIV. Like, take your medication. Like you gonna be fine. You can live a full life. So I don't get that right there. But I feel like because you could take your medication, you're gonna be fine. Like, it's not cancer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not the 90s, the 80s and stuff. Like, bitch, take your medication, Roman. Like, but the thing is, like, but the thing is that I don't get why people do that shit. But I know why, because I had people that I knew of that I had to stop being friends with. Like, oh yeah, I gave her. Yeah, she's sick. Oh yeah, I gave it to her.
Oh my
Like,
god.
A couple of people I didn't see do
That's
this.
not cute.
Transgenders. Okay. Oh yeah, I gave her to Kitty. Oh, she's sick. Oh yeah, I took her out alone. Like, what? That's bad karma. You're gonna die a slow death.
That's some scary shit. That's some scary shit.
People, you could tell people now, like, I'm HIV positive, and guess what? Some people gonna probably be like, you know what? But then they'll be like, you undetected. Okay, cool. We could work through that, because that is a low chance I can spread. You know,
Right.
The person can spread it to them, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
I've dated someone who was undetectable.
Mhm.
So and I'm negative.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I think that the stigma around HIV has to change. I think it goes back to how we were talking a little bit before. Like, when it was first brought, it was like the gay disease. It was when I misused the term clean. It was that dirty disease.
Right.
And so people associate that with a bunch of negativity when people don't do the same thing for diabetes. People don't do the same thing for high cholesterol. And this is all things that you can bring upon yourself by doing things that you shouldn't be doing.
Right.
No one is shaming people for eating all them damn sweets and Big Mama burned her arm. and calling her dirty. We don't have the same stigma. But no, I know it sounds crazy, but like it's almost like the same thing. These are things that are brought
That's
upon. These are
true.
man-made diseases that you can live with and get better from.
Mhm.
So I think that we have to change that stigma. And then I think that hurt people like you said.
Mhm.
I think that if it happened to them, sometimes they don't have that outlet to talk to someone about it.
Mhm.
So they internalize that and say, okay, now I'm in revenge mode.
Mhm.
And revenge mode is everybody can get it.
Mhm.
And I think that's the issue. And I think it starts with cleaning up the stigma and letting people know that this is something that you can live with, and it's something that's not defined who you are. It's just something that you have to deal with.
But see, they do that. Like when you find out, they're gonna give you a counselor that
Mhm.
been living with it, and they're gonna have them talk to you. But also, you know what I'm saying? Like listen, what is gonna happen if you don't use a condom?
Mhm.
You think a person and that's the thing. Nowadays, you think a person really gonna sit up here and be like, oh, but then sometimes it's very much now, oh, what's your status? Oh, HIV positive. You undetected? Oh yeah, okay, me too. All right, boom.
Mhm.
And they still think, okay, let's have sex unprotected. No, what if that person just say if that person wasn't undetected, and just say if you wasn't, you get another strand of HIV. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, use a fucking condom. Like, you know what I'm saying? And protect yourself. Because if you don't, it's consequences. You can get syphilis, you can get gonorrhea, you can get all that stuff. So you can't be mad at nobody but your motherfucking self.
Right.
Like, you know, and I hate to be so hardcore about it, but that's just the way it is. Like suck it up. Like you now you gotta take care of yourself. Like,
And
you
I
know
think
what I'm
people
saying?
need to remember, like you said, HIV is not the only thing. Like,
Yeah.
I think people heard a PrEP and was just like, all right, my
Mhm.
sunshine has
Let's
come,
go.
Angie Stone voice. And it's like, bitch, we still got X, Y,
My
Z.
sunshine,
It's like there's so many other things going on. And it's like, because of the stigma that has been around for so long, you cannot always expect a person to be upfront and honest about what's going on with them. So it's like you have to have that extra layer of protection for yourself. But y'all, that's a whole other conversation. Because when
Yeah.
I tell you, as of late, not like this is frequently happening, but for the last few guys I've dealt with, some of them have been pulling this whole, oh, you know, condoms restrict blood and make me uncomfortable. I'm like, well, you know, we don't have to have sex, right?
Mhm.
But we won't have sex if you don't have a condom. Like, I don't know I don't know if guys think that's a hack. I'm like, wrong bitch.
Yeah.
Wrong bitch. But I noticed that a lot too. I'm like, you
And your
niggas
dick
are
not that big.
wild. Huh?
Your dick not that big.
No. I brought you a Magnum and I know you ain't even need that.
Shit. Extra.
Okay.
Thank you.
Shit, you better wrap that up. Or call me a
Right.
lift.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Package
Number
Club.
5.
This is gonna be our shut the fuck up today because
Oh
child.
shit.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the
A Tennessee death row inmate cuts off his own penis and slits his wrist reportedly over a special food package. A Tennessee death. Okay, shit is real.
Wait,
Shit
what?
is real.
Coronavirus.
A Tennessee death row inmate cut off his own penis and slit his own wrist with a hidden razor after asking prison officials to be placed on suicide watch, according to his lawyer. Henry Eugene Hodges, who has been on death row for the 1990 murder of a telephone repairman, had the bloody meltdown earlier this month. He did so allegedly over a food package. Prison staff refused to let him have a special package because he was 1 month short of a required 6 months of good conduct. And a corrections officer decided to stop feeding him in an effort to get him to stop smearing feces around his cell, prompting Hodges to cut his own wrist with a razor that he had hidden in his cell at the Riverbend Maximum Security Institution in Nashville. He then allegedly asked to be put on suicide watch at the prison's infirmary. However, a high-ranking jail officer told the nurse treating Hodges that he was manipulating them and that he could be placed on suicide watch when he was back in his cell. It was there where he later cut off his own penis. Doctors were miraculously able to reattach his penis at the hospital before he was sent back to prison, where he has remained restrained and confined to a thin mattress on a concrete block, according to his lawyer.
What?
They didn't have to put a thin mattress. He was
On a concrete block.
that too. He was initially placed in four-point restraints, but was able to free his hand and rip out of his catheter, prompting officials to place him in a 6-point restraint. And then he eventually agreed to take his medication before being returned to the 4-point restraint. However, he hasn't been allowed to leave his bed or walk. He has also been on a hunger strike. Hodges has previously been diagnosed with bipolar disorder mixed type with Yeah, psychotic episodes. His lawyer says he needs competent mental health care. Surely the prison can find a place to put him where he is not a danger to himself or others and does not have to be tied down like an animal. Henry added that she needs to talk to General Counsel Debbie Inglis, who's been out on leave. The Tennessee Department of Correction did not immediately return requests for comment from the AP. In 1992, Hodges was sentenced to death for murdering Ronald Bassett in May 1990. He was also convicted of another murder in Georgia, where he killed a North Carolina chemical engineer at an Atlanta hotel.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
That threw me.
That was a lot.
Why do they want to just? Why won't they send him to a mental asylum?
I don't know. I guess they're trying to make sure that you get your time owed, and a mental institution may not be as like hardcore as a prison system.
It don't get more hardcore than cutting your dick off.
Yeah, I mean, clearly he needed. You know how some people do like the crazy plea.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he proved his point.
Yeah, that wasn't a plea.
That wasn't a plea. He's like, okay, you think shit is a game? You think the shit is a game?
Watch this.
Okay.
Watch this.
So yeah, like I don't know. This is some scary shit.
Have you ever
Thought about cutting off my penis?
or thought like, what happened if I just go crazy?
You know, sometimes I wonder if I'm going insane. Summer Walker voice. Like I do have moments where I'm just like, am I crazy?
I think that too.
Am I crazy?
Is that normal?
In this world, I think we're all a little off.
I think everybody has an IEP.
Yeah, I definitely had an IEP.
Everybody has an IEP. It's just so everybody's on a different scale.
But we all a little like the screws ain't fully tight.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you know.
but I've never gotten to that point.
The
To
hell
like
not?
think about slitting my wrist or cutting off like my mans.
Bitch, let me tell you something. You know, everybody in the streets know I got a donkey dick. I would never cut this big ass cock off. Okay, God bless me. But I will say this. You know, sometimes when you in that position, like it just make you lose your mind. Have you ever been in jail?
No,
Y'all never been in jail at
No.
all? Not
No.
to nothing.
nothing.
Oh, I've been in jail 3 times.
Really?
But, yeah, but like, look, baby, it ain't for me. I the longest I did was 2 weeks, okay? Because my dumb ass, I could have got out like in a day or two, but my dumb ass was up in a holding cell. And this transgender told me, she was like, yeah, if you tell them you crazy, you get hot plates, whatever, because they be burritos and shit, you get like little hot plates and all that stuff.
What?
And so I told him that, baby. I told him like, suicidal and all that stuff, baby. When I tell you, I had to go to the Twin Towers. I never made it to Men's Central. I had to see the doctor, the database, and the nurse, and it took like 2 weeks for me to see them, so I couldn't go to court. So my shit was getting postponed. So now every time I go to jail, whatever, I have to go through that process. But it's a lot quicker now. But see, the only thing about jail is like, it's the processing part, like, because what they do is when you go to jail, whatever and stuff, they put you in this room, whatever, you got to get buttoned up naked, whatever, got to bend down and cough. You're gonna be with straight people until you get to the window, and then they're gonna ask you like all this stuff. They're gonna ask you about your health and everything. They're gonna ask you like, are you gay? And if you say yeah, they're gonna put you with the gay people. You know, which you better say yeah, because you ain't going to the straight side. So then they put you in like this room, this holding cell. You're gonna be, it's like this big, whatever, holding cell. It's gonna be probably like about maybe the most, maybe like 15 of y'all up in here, and it's gonna be a toilet like right in the corner. So you're gonna be in there for about 3 days, just waiting to get processed, because they, what they got to do is you got to go and they got to do S-rays, they got to test you for HIV and all type of stuff.
Just one question.
Yeah.
So the restroom in the corner, is that covered
No, it's not. It's just a toilet. So
for all 15 of y'all?
Yeah, it's a toilet. So what you do is you go, when you use the bathroom, you have to sit. When I tell you, when you drop, you flush, because the thing goes whoa, so it sucks the smell down. But if you do not flush, you're gonna get your ass whooped. Like they will fuck you up. Like
I bet.
Yeah, like, but you're gonna be shitting and you're gonna be taking a shower in front of everybody. But see, with the Twin Towers, they go like this. So I was in pod A, pod A or whatever. And then it's like pod B, C, da. But see, the tray be getting in the shower, so you could go right there and be peeking over there. And all the gay people used to be looking at the tray, getting in the shower. They be like, "Cuz we gonna fuck up, we catch y'all." We was like, But like when you go to jail, you're gonna see somebody. Well, if you like, I'm very popular, so I'm gonna most likely know somebody that I know. I mean, see somebody that I know up in there. But jail, like, and then the only thing about it is it's cold in there because they have the air conditioner on the whole time. The lights are always on, and then also you're gonna sleep for like maybe. It depends on how long you're up in there. You're gonna sleep for like 3 days, and after that, you can't sleep no more. But you're gonna like when you do go to sleep, you're gonna be dreaming that you're at home. And you're gonna wake up. You're gonna be in jail. You're gonna start crying and everything.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I went to jail. Yeah, I went to jail 3 times. Whatever. I had went to jail one time. Whatever. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be selling drugs. So the police, like we was right there on Melrose where you be parking by the Rage and all that stuff. The police came knocking on the door. What are y'all doing? We chill. It was me, my homie Brian, my homie Derek, and then his boyfriend. Whatever. They came knocking on the door, what y'all doing, whatever. You know, we all looking nervous. I didn't know my friend had he had $2,000 on him and a bunch of weed. I didn't know that. Whatever. They basically was like, get out the car, whatever, and stuff. They called back up, whatever. They checked all of us. They checked me. Okay, the police checked me. He didn't find anything, but I had like some drugs tucked right here. And I looked and like I made this face, and he like saw me make that face. He was like, I'm gonna check you again. Nigga was like, what's this? I said, I'm going to jail.
Fuck.
He pulled it out. He put in all the like bags of coke. I had like $20. I had $208 worth of bag of coke on me, whatever. And he put it on the thing or whatever and stuff. And I started crying. And I started crying. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be able to see Beyonce because it was a Wednesday and the concert was on Friday. And I knew I had like some warrants, like for like getting on the train, not paying. So I was like, I'm not gonna be able to see Beyonce. He was like, that's what you're crying about? He was like, your fucking priorities fucked up. Oh my God, they was so mad at me. But then the police came up and was like, you had $80 worth of coke on you, right? Right? And I was like, yeah, because they got me they just said like I was doing it or whatever, because they got me for possession of sales. I would have been in really big trouble. So when I got there, whatever and stuff, I called my brother. I was like, I'm in jail, please get me out of here. So he bailed me out. I just wanted to see Beyonce. I didn't give a fuck about sitting there. I just wanted to get out and see Beyonce.
I think that your priorities were in the right spot.
Right.
Those are definitely the right priorities.
And I got out Friday morning, baby. And baby, I went home, doing my shit, hit it, got on the goal line, boom, got on a little bus that take you to the motherfucking Rose Bowl, whatever.
Oh, so this is on the run too.
This is not on the run too. Was it on the run too? Hold on, because I went to the on the run. That was the first one. Then I went to Formation, and then it was on the run too.
I was there.
Yep, it was on the run too. Yep.
Right there.
Bitch,
I'm happy you made it.
Okay.
Oh no, I made it.
By the hair on your chinny chin.
I did. I would have died if I was up in that thing. But also, I shout out to my homie Elijah. This is how we became friends, because when I went, he was in jail too, whatever and stuff like that. Whatever, something about he was driving his car, something happened. Anyway, so I kept like getting on the phone, making collect calls to my brother. I was like, did you go do it? He's like, yeah, you gotta wait. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to see Beyonce. He was like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to get bailed out because I'm trying to see Beyonce too. So he got out in time too. So we started at the concert. We were like, yeah,
shout out to Beyonce freeing the people.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why she made freedom.
That's what she did.
And that was all for bitch.
Yeah,
You
but
better
I'm never
read.
going back.
Never.
Okay.
My favorite word.
Bitch. And now it's time for the topic. Let's get to know Nietzsche.
Okay, let's go.
Speak up.
Don't we have a topic?
I just chose that. That was time.
Huh?
I don't know.
No, we can.
For time things. I just.
We're okay because we started and we're on
I
stream.
know.
Yeah, we are. So yeah. Aniche, so we know you as a recording artist. And part of the ballroom scene, a commentator. So I guess what came first, the chicken or the egg? What was like the first thing that you found yourself invested in artistically?
Well, actually, I'm a professional dancer first. So like I've been dancing all my life. Like I done things with Tony Brass and Maya, like just to name a few
Really?
people. Yeah, I did. I actually performed Maya at the Rage or whatever and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Love
cute.
Maya.
It was cute, whatever. But you know, when I auditioned for her, whatever. It was like a Vogue audition or whatever and stuff.
Mhm.
And whatever, they wanted Voguers that knew how to do choreography. So whatever, of course I went and I fucked it up. And like the other people that was voguing, I was on the side was commentating. And so she's like, you commentate? I'm like, yeah. She like, what's your number? And I gave her my number. She gave me a number. She was like, I'm doing a album dedicated to the LGBTQ
This is my
community. Yeah, Maya. And she was doing an EP, and she wanted to work with me or whatever. So we became cool or whatever. But we never got to that. But we lost out of touch. But like, she was cool. I used to be on the phone with her, talking to her and stuff, and everything. She's like a vegan. Like, she don't play that shit. Like, she is very.
That's why
she's
she looks so
she's a
good.
healthy person. Like, and everything, but she's so soft spoken. So, you know, me, bitch, hey girl, that what bitch, you know, but I became cool with her and things. But yeah, yeah, professional dancer first and things like that. So
Okay.
and then like I decided I didn't want to like really pursue being a professional dancer. I want to be a choreographer. So I just started doing like a lot of choreography work. I got a lot of choreography work on YouTube, whatever and stuff. So I started doing that, and then I was just like, I don't choreograph to other people's shit. I'm gonna start choreographing to my own shit. Because when I was commentating, everybody used to ask me, "Do you do music? Do you do music?" And I'm like, "Do you rap? Do you?" I'm like, then I was like, "Fuck time!" I started doing music.
Mhm.
Like, you know, I used to play with them when I was little. I used to try to make little songs when I was little. But yeah, like yeah, that's how I came. So that's why like all like my music videos, all that stuff, all the choreography is I choreographed all that. Like, yeah, all my shows, like I choreograph everything. Like, so
I know that's fucking right.
everything be in my head. Like everything, even like when I'm writing a song, like I write in the dark. I write in the pitch dark. I have to write in the pitch dark so I can close my eyes and I can imagine everything. So when I'm writing the song, I'm imagining the video, I'm imagining the choreography, all that stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, but professional dance. Let me dancing came first.
Oh,
And
okay.
then, but I will put music before anything.
Okay. So when did the transition for music happen with you?
It happened maybe what, like 7 8 years ago, 7 years ago.
Okay.
I think like 7 years ago. The transition happened. No, hold on. 2000. Hold on, 1 second. Let me look.
Okay.
I think it was 2000. Let me see, because I can tell you.
I'm always horrible at that. It's just like whenever everybody asks me, when did you move to LA? I've been here.
You don't know your anniversary?
No, I just know it was around like August 1. It was
I
the
don't
end of
know my
July,
specific
beginning of
date either.
August. That's all I know. That's
I'm no
all I
better
know.
than you.
Yeah, 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I started doing music. Like, and it transitioned from commentating to music. And I fell in love. Like, you know, like it's dope, like performing your shit on stage and being the main attraction,
Mhm.
you know. But bitch, I would never talk about Britney Spears again.
Why?
Baby, it's hard, bitch.
Okay.
Bitch, you up there trying to dance and do your shit at the bitch. It's a, but like, see, now it's starting. Like, I have a song called "Call Me Crazy." Like, blew it. I could blew it. What else? This song called "Play." I can dance full out in those songs and not sound tired because I know how to breathe through those songs now. Like, but baby, other songs, bitch, I'm gonna let the dancers do it.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
damn. But like, I be practicing. Like, I do like try to jog and do the, you know, the whole thing or whatever and stuff. But you know,
So,
yeah.
So for someone who has never heard your music, describe that. So what type of vibe is it? Because I'm saying you say dancers, backup, lights, camera, sound. Like what do you give?
I'm the male version of Beyonce. I'm saying no, I'm not. My music. I'm a pop artist. I'm not a rapper where I'm gonna just freestyle off the thing, like, you know what I'm saying. But I'm an artist. Like, I don't get people like, are you a rapper or whatever? I'd be like, no, I'm an artist. Like, I like to create just what I feel, because I got singing songs, I got all type of shit. But like, but Beyonce is like one of my inspirations. Chris Brown is one of my inspirations. Like, Beyonce is my favorite. Well, Ali is my favorite.
Me too.
Like, that bitch. Now people be getting mad about people talking about Nicki and all those people. Don't say nothing about Aaliyah, bitch. I would beat your
Okay.
ass, like, cause she's dead. Like, don't say shit about her, bitch. I would not be your friend. Like, don't say nothing about Aaliyah, bitch. But Beyonce is my go-to and Chris Brown. I don't try to copy her. I don't be up there because there's a lot of gay people. Like it's a lot of gay boys out there that be trying to rap and they be trying to rap just like Nicki. It's a lot of gay boys out there that be trying to perform just like Beyonce. I don't like me. I do my shit, but I just look at they just the way they move and the way they think. I look at interviews and things like that just to see how they're moving, how they're thinking, what is their process, whatever and stuff. And I apply it to little things that I do. You know what I mean? Like Beyonce, like Latoya Luckett, she did a podcast interview and she was like saying how Beyonce, like they will all be going out to have fun and Beyonce would be in the studio.
That work ethic.
Yeah, and
That
that's
work
how she is the way
ethic.
she is. So that's the way I am. Like I stay in the studio. I just took a break. I've been in the studio for almost 2 months, but next month I start going back, whatever. And I'm gonna stay in there because that's just that's where I love to be. That's what I love to do. And yeah, like it's just pop, more pop, like, and yeah, okay,
I love that. I love that.
yeah.
Yeah. So being in the ballroom scene, there's so many stigmas that are put upon quote unquote the ballroom kids. And for someone who's been in there for a while, how do you think the ballroom scene has evolved? One, and then where do you see the ballroom scene going?
And also, if you could give like some brief insight as far as like what is ballroom culture for those people that don't really know outside of watching Legendary.
Well, ballroom culture, like, okay, so like back in the days, whatever, the white people, whatever, they wouldn't let the black and brown people come and participate in the pageants and all that stuff. So the black and brown community, they created a space for us to come and express ourselves, and that's how the ballroom scene formed or whatever and stuff. And now it's here now. When I started the ballroom scene, it was no it was only VHSs.
Oh shit.
And I'm a VHS girl.
Okay.
And then it evolved into like DVDs and stuff like that. So how we would see it in the balls is like we would like we'd see it like on tape or we'd see it like on the DVD where you have to order. That's how we know each other. And it was like really no social media around it. Then YouTube came around. So that started kind of popping or whatever and things like that. And then when you travel, you know each other. So then social media started coming around. And now you got Instagram, whatever, that started popping or whatever. Now you got TikTok. So now you got the TikTok vloggers and you got all those people. And people make their names online now. And that's dangerous because when they come to a real ball, they get chopped. You know what I mean? And then you have their fan base like, how are they getting chopped? Oh my gosh, because they're not learning. Like me, I'm a street vlogger. Like I'm a street vlogger. I was homeless when I was walking fucking balls. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was walking for a trophy. You know what I mean? I really feel like when the money started coming along, it ruined the ballroom scene because people, now you have to understand these people are going out, getting their effects. Some people be spending money, some people be stealing to do what they need to do. But also you have to understand these bitches, well, not these bitches, sorry. These people, they don't be having nowhere to live, or they need to pay their rent, so they come in and walk in these balls, and when they get shaded, they want to fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. Like with me, I appreciate ballroom because I was voting for a trophy. Fuck the money. I was happy to win a trophy. You know what I'm saying? But also, I had to go to the trenches to become who I am.
Yeah.
But now it's so easy because TikTok is there. You can go, you can learn the 1-2 and start getting on there and doing your boom, bam, and get on TikTok and get like 300,000 followers.
Yeah.
And then everybody think you the girl.
Right.
And when you come to the bars, it's like, all right, now you go and you gonna see people like Divine and all these people that are old school, and they gonna be looking like, oh, I ain't karaoke correct. They have radio shows now, and they have all this stuff. So like, for instance, like when you come into the ballroom scene, you're coming in and it's making you famous in the underground world. So therefore, like I'm very popular in the ballroom scene right now. If I get into some shit right now, it's gonna go all over. It's gonna be everywhere. Everyone like, oh, Nietzsche, bitch, he got into some shit last night. All this stuff. They're gonna be talking about in radio shows and all that stuff. So like, I would say social media made the ballroom scene where it's at right now. I wish it hasn't. I wish it can go back to the old days because that's when it was like more control. But now you got egos. You think people because of social media, and yeah.
So when did the money come into the picture? Because I just
mon- the
thought
mon-
it was
the-
always a thing.
No, the money came in the picture. I will say, let's say 2005.
Mm.
This shout out to Jasmine Couture. Jasmine, and she be having her balls in Vegas every weekend, every Saturday. She be having her balls. If you in Vegas, check it out. But she got sued. I mean, she sued a company because they found out that she was a biologically a man,
Mm.
and whatever. I think I said that word wrong. I don't care. But anyways, she sued their ass for millions of dollars. So she started giving out money.
Oh shit.
So she gave about $5,000, and Deshaun he won the
Wesley?
$5,000. Yes,
Oh.
he came as Pinocchio.
Oh, cute.
And,
I can see that for him.
But it's on there. I think it's still on YouTube or whatever. He ate that night, and he won $5,000, and it was a big deal. So like even like back in the day to win $1,000, you the $1,000 bitch. It was a big deal. But now they putting $10,000 on categories and all that stuff now. Like right now, for instance, perfect example. Ball in Atlanta happened.
Mhm.
The Delcor ball. But it was a ball by this icon named Fred. Shout out to Fred. Face it for $10,000. Butch Queen face. And when I tell you, it was gonna be a hot night. They came looking gorgeous.
Mhm.
Okay. Fucking beautiful. But this one guy, he walked in, he got chopped, and he was mad about it. And baby, he came in.
Is that the one who makes the whole?
Yep, Bear makes the whole panel. And didn't give a fuck. He got on Bingo. They did an interview. They came with shirts, him and his boyfriend, and they had Bear Mace on them and all that. It was a big thing. They banned that boy from ballroom. He would never be able to walk a ball again. But that's what I'm saying. Like they wanted that money,
Right.
and it fucks ballroom up. If it was a trophy, they'd be like, girl, all right, but yeah, but like the money came in, and now it's like if it ain't no money on no categories, nobody's walking.
Do you think it killed the coach? That is killing the culture?
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow, that's
because
heavy.
if when in order to throw a ball, you gotta have categories and they gotta be money on it. Or they're like, girl, how much is for a girl? I ain't walking that.
Wow.
It was like it went for $1,000. I ain't walking that. But it's back in the day, girls like, bitch, it's for $1,000. Now it ain't like thousand.
Really?
Yeah, especially because if you imagine you won $5,000,
Okay.
or like,
I
girl,
was-
you gonna be like, you walking for 1,000, girl? Like, bitch, I'm $5,000, bitch. I don't walk for that. Like, like I had a ball and it was for Vogan $4,000. My friend Monte won, and baby, they told me it was a setup and everything. My bitch Monte ate those hoes, okay? But my friend Monte after he got his money
Mhm.
and he had his motherfucking big ass trophy in his thing like this. He walked out that motherfucking ball. He got out of there because the girls was giving like
Right. We gonna beat
and,
your ass.
and baby, boop boop boop. But like it'd be a lot that goes on with that. So
And Kelvin, when I tell you, because I'm now like slowly integrating myself into the ballroom scene, like a part of the sensational House of Coochie.
Okay. So you part of the Kiki scene. The Kiki scene. See, the Kiki scene's starting to grow out here. I'm so proud of that.
Learning
Shout
and
out
growing.
to all the people that's in the Kiki scene too. Shout out to Tori. He's a commentator of the Kiki scene.
Tori
That's my bitch.
He's a vibe. He's great.
Yeah,
He's
that's my
great. Shout out to the Coochies. I love y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the last ball that fuck, what was the last ball?
Well, it was one that was
Sasha's.
red line, but Sasha's.
That was the last ball. And then but like runway, the girls spend money on them outfits. Like you can't just get some shit that's off the rack. You have to come in something that you haven't seen before that looks like it was made just for you. And I'm just like, if you don't have the means to get these things, whether it be effects or fashions, low key, you may as well not walk. That's what that gives.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's so crazy. And see, that's the Kiki scene. So the main scene, like whatever, you cannot walk runway unless you can't come out looking anyway. Runway is people be like, oh, Vogan's the hardest category. No, runway is because your effect got to be on point. You got to come with it. You can't come out half-ass and bitch. When they ask for an effect, you need to come out and give it, depending on what it's calling for. Like runway, I be sitting up there like, damn, how that bitch think of that? Like how and like bitch, you got like people, like a lot of runway people, they make their own shit. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you gotta learn. Like shout out to Fee, legendary Fee. She's the mother of Garcon, the overall West Coast mother of Garcon. Make sure I have to get that right because she'd kill me. But Fee makes all her shit and she really never loses. Like, like if you gonna walk runway,
Yeah, I'm learning.
Yeah,
I'm
you know,
learning.
watch Fee.
I
Watch-
started with Face, so I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Face is like my foundation right now, which
mhm.
is very tricky for me.
Mhm.
But I like the energy of Runway because I'm like, that just seems fun.
Yeah, you know, like I'm telling you, like if you're gonna learn from anybody, learn from Fee.
Mhm.
Learn from Fee. Like if you ever want to go to a mainstream house, you should check out the Garçons.
Okay.
You'll fit in with them. You look like them.
I
It
think
says
that-
let me tell y'all too with the houses. You got the Banji houses and you got the you got the classy ones.
Mhm.
Like Margiela, that's very upbeat.
Mhm.
Balenciaga, very uppy. Garcon's very uppy.
Now, why would you think he want to be a croissant then?
Mugler, huh? Because his skin and everything, his skin and everything. And then when I be seeing him out, he gives like a classy set.
Yeah,
like,
I'm teasing,
you know,
I'm teasing, I'm
So
teasing,
yeah,
I'm
but I say
teasing,
yeah,
I'm
he
teasing.
he would fit in with them. Like and then you got like the the Banji houses. Like,
Mhm.
See, that's
know,
what
like
you would have went.
like like the Mizzas
the
and
Miz,
like like the
Raheem.
Chanel's
Mhm,
and
mhm.
I don't think Chanel's is no more, but like and the gorgeous Gucci's. Like our house, we got two sides. We got the classy side, we got the Banji side, so we all mix in one. But what else? The Revlons, all that stuff. You got the Banji house. I'm a Banji bitch. I always been in the Banji house, bitch. I need to
Okay.
be with the bitches that fight. Okay. If you say something to me, attack. Okay. But yeah, like definitely like if you're gonna watch somebody, watch Fee.
Okay.
Fee is fucking she's a shit.
I love that. So like, okay, you have all of these skill sets, and you're into all these different things. What is it that you want your legacy to be when you just decide to sit down one day?
Okay, let me just say this. I just want my legacy to be respected because people, I would say, okay, I should not compare myself to her. Hold on. Because the Barbs hate me, right?
Oh, are you one of those social, like you speak out about it?
No, I love Nicki.
The
Nicki
Barbs-
is
the Barbs hate me too.
Nicki is my favorite rapper. Nicki is my favorite rapper, but I'm not gonna agree with everything she does.
Mhm.
And the Barbs are just the delusional Barbs. The ones that I can't listen to Cardi B around, like,
Mm,
are the ones that don't like Lotto no more because
they had
you
a
know,
bit of a
yeah,
falling out.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
But the thing is that like when you are the best at what you do and you are up there, people are going to come for you and they're going to say stuff like I people a lot of people be wanting to commentate out here now. And everybody be like Anita is gonna have a problem with it because I'm the only one that been commentating out here. I've been commentating for 18 years out here.
Yeah, I've only seen you, and now
That's-
like I'm
that's
seeing
very
Tori.
Yeah,
That's
Tori.
it.
Tori is doing this thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like me and Tori's actually doing a ball together on the 8th. So like,
Okay.
and so like me and Tori's in a very good place because me and Tori had our issues, like,
Mhm.
but we're in a very, very respectful place. But I'm just saying, like, just other people that try to commentate out here besides Tori, and Tori know what I'm talking about. But like they put it out there like Aniche, is jealous or Nietzsche don't want you commentating out here. No, like no. I'm never just like because like it was like a big thing with me and Deshaun. Me and Deshaun to get along for a very long time because people
Mm.
pitting us against each other.
Why do you think that happens? Because I noticed that a lot in our community.
Mhm.
Like if we find someone on the rise, it's automatically something. Well, I don't like this person because I don't like red hats, so I'm not going to
Okay.
come here no more.
Very
Why do you think we
petty.
do that, or why
Very
do you think we're
petty.
not usually like giving the hand up instead of just like
You know what? I really because people want to see drama.
Mm.
Like even like with me, like with the commentators, I try to help every single commentator. Like, like if I see you have potential, I'm gonna try to guide you. But when you bite the hand that feeds you, then bitch, because the thing is that some people they start feeling themselves, and and like for instance, if you get on the mic with me, if you under me, I'm about to be an icon. You're gonna follow my lead.
Mm.
Like when I get on the mic with Jack, I'm following his lead. If you ever see me on the mic with Jack is like Aniche. I'm like, okay. Like I don't fuck around when it comes to Jack. I don't fuck with that man. Like I don't that
With the hair?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the king of ballroom. Like
Mm.
if I'm on the mic with Kevin, me and Kevin, I don't know if y'all know Kevin.
Maybe by face.
Well, Kevin, he's on the Beyonce song, Pure, Honey, whatever. So yeah,
Oh.
like we doing a ball together. We commentating a ball together on the 19th. But like, say for instance, when we was in Seattle, I was like, I'm following your lead. He's an icon. You know what I'm saying? He's over me. So I'm following his lead. Now, when he come out here, he'll kind of follow my lead just on certain things because this is my city.
Uh-huh.
So it's a respect thing. A lot of commentators, they oh shit, they go with this narrative like I'm jealous. I'm not jealous of any of you guys because none of y'all are on my level because I do what I do on my level. Do
Mhm.
what you do on your level and try to last 18 years
Mhm.
and still be relevant. You know what I mean? Like everybody is so used to me being out here. I know everybody history. I know everything. Like a lot of these people, I'm like got caught out because the first time by me, like I go in for these people. So everybody want to hear me on the mic. They like, where's Aniche? Where's Aniche? Especially if out of state people come out here, they're gonna be like, where's Aniche? Where's Aniche?
Mhm.
So the thing is that it's not me. Like, you know, I don't have no problem with nobody. Deshaun, when Deshaun came out here, I was going through a consolation thing because I got into it with some powerful people. And I told Deshaun, don't let them turn you against me. Don't let them turn us against each other. I don't got no problem because he'll come up, no shade, Sade.
Okay.
You know, Nietzsche ain't got no problem with you. Like, you know, this is your city. I'm not trying to take over. He'll be doing that. And I'm like, why are you saying that to me? But then to find out it was people saying that I was jealous because he was out here.
Mhm.
Why am I jealous, bitch? That's a motherfucking icon. Like, that's Deshaun. I would never be jealous of Deshaun coming out here and commentating because that's Deshaun.
Mhm.
Like, bitch, I look up to that man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And me and him is in a very, very good place. So, and we're gonna stay there.
Amen.
But like that narrative went around, like, and I don't care about anybody commentating out here. It's room for all of us.
Well, I do have a question because like I from the outside looking in,
Mhm.
I enjoy ballroom. I wanted to be in the house. I wanted all the stuff, but then when I go to the balls and I see that sense of like this person don't like that person, how do you feel like as a community that can change or change that narrative so people can really see how much love are in these houses and how much you all love on each other like a family?
Well, you know what? It's probably not gonna change with that because there's a lot of jealous bitches and a lot of bitter bitches in ballroom. And that's that. Like I have people that don't like me just because I'm me. Like
Mhm.
I have people that talk shit about me. Like people be like around there, like Anita, you real cool. You not crazy. I'm like, bitch, no, like the fuck? Or you know, Anita, like, damn, like you really loyal. Like, yeah, well, I'll sit you here, bitch. I'm a loyal bitch. Like,
Okay.
but see, people, it is a lot of people that don't like me because bitch, I don't play. I'ma check you. Like, bitch, you not about to play with me. Like,
Mhm.
bitch, I'ma check you, bitch. I'ma check you right then and there. People know not to play with me. Like what you see and what you see with me is what you get. I don't hide nothing. I'm an open book. Like, you know what I'm saying? But also, you know, I know that I'm the best at what I do. I'm the best. I'm that bitch out here. So people gonna come for me. And so I had to learn how to not to say anything anymore. I had to learn how to be like, girl, let her talk. Let her say something. Right now, I got a dude that I was trying to help commentate. He making up all type of lies about me, talking shit about me. And guess what? I have not responded to him. Usually back in the day, I'd be like, you fucking stupid bitch. Like, bitch, I'll slap you. But you know, at the end of the day, I don't have time for it. I'm really taking a page out of Beyonce book. Bitch, don't say shit.
Mhm. Don't say shit
Put it in your music.
because
Mhm.
anything said and done will
Mhm.
be used against you.
But yeah, that's the thing with the ballroom scene. It's just a lot of bitter people. Like right now, even with this situation I was telling y'all about with the cut up,
Mhm.
this is about to be a big thing.
Yeah.
This is about to be a big thing because it's rules in place. So now potentially the gorgeous Gucci's probably be banned from going to balls because the gorgeous Gucci, you know,
Damn.
for a while and stuff, and that's going to start a big thing. So it's a lot. Like, but like last night when I was on the phone with my nephew, I was up here. We was at you know, a little gorgeous Gucci little thing, the LA gorgeous Gucci. We was having a great time.
Mhm.
So like houses are fun and you know it's family oriented, you know what I'm saying? But it's also it's a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I just told if I was not the commentator, I don't think I would still be in ballroom. I'm gonna be honest. I
Wow.
would have ran.
What would you think I would walk? What am I giving? Besides the short shorts today and the yeah.
I think you could walk executive realness.
Mm. I
Um,
thought you were gonna say schoolboy.
no,
When I
no,
was younger
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah,
college.
yeah. Yeah, but no, but you can walk schoolboy though, because it's college stuff too. Like
Yeah.
you can walk schoolboy. You can walk a realness category. I know
I
that
could
for a fact.
definitely see that.
Like you know what I'm saying. Also, like if you know how to Vogue, you can fuck up realness with a twist.
Mhm.
You know,
I would learn.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
learn.
Child, we have
Yeah.
footage of him improving in here.
yeah,
That should never see the light of day.
Oh,
However,
my hand performance. I'm ready.
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But like, but
Ready.
I definitely see that because you give a masculine feel. So, yeah.
I'm gonna join the House of Coochie. I'll start in the Kiki house.
Well, you know, Dwayne is watching.
I know. I see his ass up there.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, Dwayne.
Hey, friend.
That's my bitch. Dwayne, that's my bitch. Like,
Mhm.
I love that bitch.
Yeah.
That's my bitch.
yeah.
Like, you know, bitch. We we been in dance class together in the same group, fucking it up.
Okay.
Oh my god. You know what, Dwayne? This video, it's me, you, and somebody else in the group. We fucking up. I'm gonna have to send it to you.
I love that. I love that. Well, Aniche, tell the people where they can keep up with you on social media. And if you have any songs you want them to check out, direct them there.
Yes. So you can follow me on social media at Eniche Son, which is ENYCESON. Eniche Son. Okay. And then my music, you could just put Eniche and ENYCE like on all digital music platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, all that stuff. I do got a song called a single called Blew It Out. I have a single called Nicole out. That's very nasty and raunchy. That's for the ghetto ratchet bitches.
Okay.
And then I have a single called Fuck Shit out. And that's
Oh wow.
that's about a guy doing fuck shit, whatever. It's a very good song.
Ooh, I thought
Yeah.
it was like one of them. I'm gonna do it to the room stank type song.
No. It's called no.
Oh.
It's called Fuck Shit. It's about a guy I was dealing with. Like, you know, I just, you know, just was just expressing like, you know, how he messed with my friend and like, you know, but we made amends, like, you know, and I promised I was gonna hold him down. And I was just saying, like, you know, like I miss the times that we used to have fun. And like sometimes when he tripping, I'm like, what the fuck? But like I'm like why do you do fuck shit? Like when I text you don't text me back, like why are you doing fuck shit? Like, you know, so I got that out. And the guy, he heard the song and he loved it. You know, he ain't mad at me. He's just like, you got to express yourself the way you express yourself. So like, yeah, that's my latest single. But you know, the project's gonna drop hopefully by November 19th. Hopefully,
Okay.
we'll see. But
Okay.
but it's gonna be out before December. You know, I'm not giving up what Beyonce said. And just to let you hoes know, stop asking if Beyonce put on her visuals, girl. She's re-recording a lot of her shit because shit didn't come out right. So she like, cause I literally like just lost a job with her. Like I got fucking booked to do a video with her. I didn't know it was for her. The people, I got a notice on a Saturday, hit the people up. They hit me back with an email at 6 a.m. saying they want to book me. They asked me for all my sizes and everything. I didn't wake up until 12:44, and when I responded, like they never responded. Then I found out later on it was for Beyonce. And bitch, I cried and went to sleep.
I told people it's not ready because it did not service the community it was supposed to serve.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but like the visuals, like the company she was working with, I guess it didn't come out. I'm sorry, I'm running my mouth, mother. But yeah, but she has to have it done like quickly because it's coming out on Netflix by Christmas. It's like a visual movie album. So that's Act 2, and then Act 3 is the tour.
Told you.
Wow.
So stop asking her.
I respect that. Beyonce doesn't give it to us unless it's right.
I said all these.
But I'm gonna need her mother. You hear me? Mother, you know, at that Tina knows little thing. I don't know what's going on with that wig. I don't know who's doing your hair. Tell them to stop. I said it. I'm sorry, mother. Don't get mad. I had to say it. Sorry.
So we need Kim Kimball. Can you please?
Oh, that's
dust off the old one.
Is she still doing Beyonce?
that's what you.
No, Kim Kimball used to.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I was like, girl.
she's still doing
She
it.
had to come back.
Oh, I had to cover my face. I was like, I don't know if I want to be affiliated right now.
Save Kim.
No, I'll just say I said the truth. That's it. I love you, mother.
Well, I guess it's the last episode to get right.
Okay. Oh God.
Can y'all cut that out? Can y'all cut that out, please?
Cut it around.
Please cut that out.
God damn it.
I just have to say that, like, cause I was like, oh, I hate that fucking wig.
God damn it.
But like, if I ever like, I seen Beyonce from afar. Like the first time I seen her, she came to Lancaster, Destiny Child. They was like 2 hours late. That's when Solange was dancing for me doing Survivor.
Okay.
But you know, of course, I seen her, you know, from afar, you know, at the concerts. But if I ever see her up this close, I'm gonna faint. I'm going to drop.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
gonna faint. Like I'm for real. Like that woman, like. I look at that bitch. I mean, I'm sorry. I look at that woman every single day, like just for inspiration. And then also before a performance, I always I'll be bumping the Coachella. Coachella album. I had to play that so it can get me into my mode. So
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I met Miss Tina before. I didn't know what to say. But she was very
Ooh.
nice. She's gorgeous in person. And I was like, wow, I love my life.
yeah.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Aniche.
Thank you. Cut that Beyonce part out.
Okay. We'll edit around it. Don't worry. But yeah, so first, let me apologize to you guys. We started a little late today. Public transportation got a tag ghetto. Okay. My fault in part. But
No, it's everybody. It's my fault too. Uber was trying to listen, child.
we was trying to keep it cute and diplomatic. But you know, either way, apologies. But Aniche, thank you so much for coming
You're
through today.
welcome.
So
Thank
much.
you. Thank
Long
you.
awaited. You were
Yes.
a joy.
Yes, because baby, that lift was like $60. I was like,
60 for you
bitch.
too?
Yeah, it was like, I screenshotted it. 'cause
My
I was about to
list
say,
from downtown was $111.
He sent
Damn.
me that this morning. I said, girl, you
Yeah,
don't have to come.
that's where I was coming from. I was
Like,
coming from downtown too.
This is inappropriate.
Because you know, I live right in the heart of Skid Row on 5th and San Pedro.
I'm moving to.
Wow.
I live on Spring.
Yeah,
Spring 8.
really? Oh shit, you live right. So
Yeah.
you,
I'm
you
going
live-
to next-
you-
Why
you
can't
live-
I get invited to the next function?
You can. You know what? It's a function November 18th. I mean November 8th. It's gonna be at the Federal, whatever. Me and Tori commentating in the mini ball.
I'm coming.
And then,
Eric,
but the
we're
one
going.
you should come to also too. Come to that one too. But the one you should come to is November 19th. That one is gonna be it. Like that's when me and Kevin's on the mic.
which one is that one?
It's the Banji Ball.
That's right before my birthday.
Yeah.
The day before my
I should
picnic.
come to that one. Whatever. Isla, I'm performing. She doesn't know yet, but I'm performing.
Okay.
Like, they got Kevin ambiance. Y'all know doom da doom 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 doom
Mhm.
doom. Where he performing. So I'm like trying to go before him because this
You can
audience
come
gonna
to
be
my
there.
picnic next day. I have a birthday picnic on November 20th. You can come.
Okay, yeah, I'll come. I will definitely.
It's always
come.
fun.
I will fucking come. I'm there.
Bring your friends.
Period.
Okay,
Bring
I'm
all the
there.
friends.
I'm bringing
All the friends.
Okay.
But yes, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of The Get
Thank
Right.
you.
As always, you can keep up with me on IG at The World According to Eric, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Eric Devante.
Yes, and I'm Kelvin Unique. That's KelvinEunique on Instagram. Flip that to Unique Kelvin on Twitter. Make sure you are following the Get Right Radio Show on Instagram, the Get Right Radio Show. And then make sure you also are downloading that Good News Radio app because there's a lot of things going on around here that are changing really, really soon. If you don't have that app, you may miss the show, or you may just miss some super exciting, new, dope stuff that's coming up the pop line.
Mhm. And as always, ladies and gentlemen,
My favorite word.
I hope you got right.
I hope I get it right.
Bitch. Yeah, me too. We did it, Joe.
Yay.